Single women are cooked. They are. They truly are, as this video shows. Okay, shut up. You don't allow me to go to school. I allow you to go to school. Tomorrow will start. You'll have to go to school. I'll send you to college. Speaking from experience, it seems. I hate you. Anyways, let's go. Let's go. This is by Paul Joseph Watson. We're gonna... No, just not women.
Modern dating is effed up beyond all recognition.
I just want to talk about something because...
Modern dating is effed up because the men are hooked to corn, the women are hooked to social media, and the women get too much validation from men. We need to stop. We need to stop. We need to stop. And then obviously also propaganda. It's mostly all fucked up because of women, but we have some fault as men. But it's mostly fucked up due to women.
Guys, like, I'm just so confused.
POV, you're at the club and the fish aren't biting.
Who shat into your brain, into your head, that you think that you are going to find the love of your life in a club? Who put that thought into your mind? This is like a man going to a strip club and expecting to find the wife, the woman of his life. What do you mean? This doesn't work.
Yeah, if the fish aren't biting, it's not the fish that are the problem, it's the bait.
So now my biggest fear is like going up to guys and them not talking back to me, because like I went to the club last week and I walked up to this like group of guys because I'm like bubbly, whatever.
She already sounds like she's struggling to form a coherent sentence because she's slightly drunk. You will not find a man there. You will not. Because the dudes aren't there to find wives there. They want to pump and dump. I don't know who put that into people's minds. I don't know. I don't know. Same goes, by the way, for the men. If you think you're gonna find your wife in a club, no. Honestly, it could work. Yes, I agree. It could work. It could work. But it is so unlikely. It is so unlikely. I mean, yes, it could work, but it's so unlikely.
And they just stood there and looked at me. Like, what was going through their mind?
Oh, I don't know. 10 years of being called a toxic male for merely glancing at a woman. The Me Too movement demonizing men as predators over...
Interesting. Aziz Ansari has addressed his sexual misconduct allegations, but he hasn't publicly apologized. So this new Netflix special deals with the accusation. It all ignores but his accuser. Okay.
A bad date.
Like, I don't think they know what they were missing. But, like, that's a real fear of mine now.
Maybe they could sense your neurotic, pick me, give me attention energy. You didn't want to end up getting publicly shamed in a dumb TikTok clip.
Guys, I'm on the street and this man just came up to me and asked if I wanted to go home with him right now.
That's not what I said.
Why don't men approach women anymore?
Ew, please get away from me. Please get away from me.
Fair enough.
Other women. Do you want to go home with me? Other women, like, being nervous, trying to get away from the situation. This woman pulls out phone. Yeah, I don't believe you. Would you wear a sweater knitted out of frog's hair? Yes. Yes, I would. Yes. Yes. Anyways, yeah. Like, why would you approach a woman in public? You could be filmed at all times. You could be filmed at all times. As a woman, that doesn't happen because men don't film you except when you do weird shit. Well, that reminds me of girl from the neighborhood. She stopped working so more time to find soulmate, and she complaining men from dating looking just for sex. I told her to erase the apps. The apps. Stop using dating apps. They are not designed to make you find a partner. I don't know, people still believe that. They are not designed to make you find a partner. They are made in such a way where they're designed to keep you hooked on the app and make you spend. Especially if you're a man, they are trying to get you to spend. Stop using dating apps. Go outside and touch that grass. Touch it. There's nice grass out there. You should touch it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. What the hell is wrong with men?
Exhibit A right there.
I love when men leave me comments like this because I'm objectively very beautiful and I know that. So when I see this, I either think A,
my ass! What do you mean? First of all, what is that haircut in the front? That looks incredibly silly. Second of all, those nails. Third of all, the septum. The septum. Not that all women who have the septum are weird, but a septum is like wearing your trauma on your sleeve.
You know nothing about women, or B, you're one of those Republican closeted gay men.
I'm objectively very beautiful. Has nose ring and calls any right-wing man.
Also, objectively? Objectively. What does that even mean? Attraction can be very subjective. What do you mean objectively?
Who doesn't fancy her gay?
I'm objectively very beautiful.
Yeah, what a catch.
I've heard this one quite a bit. Oh no, I've seen this clip. I've seen this clip. So, the thing is this. If you say, if men don't find you attractive, then you're gay, then they're gay. Yeah, that's a red flag, my dear. That means that, you have a really big ego. And I don't think most men find that attractive. I don't think most women would find that attractive if a man was pulling that off.
No one wants to date a bigot, and I think politics play a larger role in
Wrong. I'm right here. What do you mean?
Dating and dating choices by women than men are even capable of understanding. And then I think they sit on the internet and complain it's because they don't have enough money and they're too short. But really, it's because of your fucked up belief system. That's why women aren't dating you.
Here we go, the henpeck hand returns. Prepare to get nagged into oblivion.
I would actually also heavily disagree with that, because there are left-wing women out there who say they want a man who looks right-wing but has left-wing ideals, which is really interesting. Kind of sounds like left-wing women also don't find right-wing men, don't find left-wing men attractive. Odd.
Voted for somebody who repeatedly bashes marginalized groups of people, bashes minorities, bashes women, has no respect for them at all. Yeah, that says a lot about your character, and that's unattractive to most women because that's an ugly trait to have. It shows that you condone those behaviors.
Because well-adjusted pretty women are notoriously attracted to manlet soy boy Antifa types. Yeah, right.
Young women are shifting more left, and if you continuously shift more right in response to that rhetoric, then yeah.
Also, it's kind of funny because when you're right-wing man, you're a bigot. When you're left-wing man, you're performative. So it doesn't really matter. And there is men who actively change up their beliefs so they can sleep with women. There's a clip of a black man out there who does pull off those moves. This lady's pretty. Yeah. Too bad she's ugly inside.
It makes you more unattractive to them.
Every study shows attractive men are more likely to be right-wing.
And I think
See, even science agrees.
to a certain extent, these men understand that, which is why they're on their dating apps saying they're moderate, saying they're apolitical, and all of these things, when really we know who you voted for, and that does make you undateable, and it does make you unattractive because you condone terrible behaviors.
Also, weren't the men who voted for Donald Trump, so how do you explain those women then?
Towards women and minorities, and that will never be attractive. If you want better results in dating, I implore you to change that belief system.
Change the foundation of your entire belief system, and maybe you'll have the privilege of being henpecked into abject misery. Yeah, no thanks. 10 years later.
My husband just informed me that he's had a very long, hard week at work, and so he just wants to enjoy the weekend in a clean house with some delicious home-cooked meals. And I said, that's great, because I know that his mother's going to love having him for a few days.
The sheer self-entitlement is stunning to behold.
I don't know. There's two options. Either she works and does all the home stuff as well, or he works alone. And in this case, this can go two ways. If both work, okay, fine. I see how it is. I guess that if you have some problems with that, sure, I guess, yeah. However, if he is the breadwinner, then the least you can do is take care of the house and cook. That's the least you can do, I feel like. That is the least you can do. If he is the sole breadwinner, I would actually say that's not just the least that you can do. That's kind of like, that is kind of like what you have to do at this point. But it depends. I'm not in their relationships, I can't tell.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids.
I mean, let's not...
This cannot be good. This cannot be good. This cannot be good. So, not only has she probably diabolical standards, she comes pre-used. There's a save state on that already. that cannot end well. That cannot end well, uh-oh.
set that bar too high, love.
Number one is that you need to be making at least 130K a year.
Goodbye. 5 out of 5 catbacks. Goodbye. Goodbye. 5 out of 5 catbacks.
And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make
5 out of... No, not just 5. 6, 7 out of 5 catbacks. She broke the catback ranking.
130K
Like cat food bags.
or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year?
You're really not selling it to me.
It's gotta be rage bait. Guys, this has to be rage... This is rage bait. This has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait.
Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already.
She literally thinks a handsome 36-year-old guy making good money isn't good enough. For her, single mom, 3 kids, fuck off.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car.
This must be rage bait. This has to be rage bait. I will not fall for this rage bait. This is rage bait. She's clowning or something. This must be out of context. There's no, I refuse to believe that somebody actually sits out there with 3 kids and is like, actually, I need somebody in the 1%.
Car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids and you need to have enough space for my kids.
Tyrone, Jaden and Naomi are screaming their heads off in the back, while Juanita's henpecked nagging you in the front. Yeah, again, you're really not selling it to me.
Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate.
You're gonna die alone. You're gonna die alone as a single mother of 3. No man is picking that. Not a single man. Not a single man. If you do this as a man, you might as well be a masochist. What are you doing?
Which is a house that has 6 rooms.
Sounds like a literal house of horrors.
And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one.
Hoflation is real.
75.
Hoflation is real.
$5 a month, and you haven't met anyone yet.
Okay, so she said,
how do you pay $75 a month as a woman on Hinge? And you haven't found the dude yet? Bro, we are actually, if that's the case, if the women start paying for dating apps, we are cooked. There is no recovery.
as POV, your friend pays $35 a month to not have people under 6 feet on her Hinge.
Chances of women meet.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Dying alone.
Meeting a man who is not married, 6 foot tall, not fat, making over 100 grand, 0.43% or 1 in every 233 men. Where did all
That's, well, girlies, you're cooked. If you desire a man like this, it is over.
the good men go? Your inconceivably narcissistic and unrealistic vetting process filtered them out at the first hurdle.
Do any other?
Not only that, the good men and the good women, they get married in their 20s. They get married or they find their partner that they're gonna spend the majority of their life with in their 20s. Not in the not mid-30s.
Girls get offended when, like, ugly men try to approach you. I'm saying that with...
Has any man ever said that? Has any man ever done that? Has any man ever said, I get offended when unattractive women approach me? No man's ever said that. No man's ever done that. That doesn't exist. If a man did that, he'd be burned. He'd be crucified and burned on the spot.
My full chest, yes.
Ever feel like you're stuck in a habit?
Ugh, fume, disgusting. Stinky. Stop.
An ad for a necklace.
Testing to see if my date is a red flag or not.
But the fact that most people on X thought it was a real dating interaction speaks volumes.
That's a really nice necklace that you just put on. I honestly never seen a design like that before.
Oh, thank you. It's actually really cool. If I press it twice on the back, it'll send my location to my friends and the police.
That's really cool.
That's
Yeah, if I find out you have that thing, I'm gonna pay the bill and politely leave. That is so weird. That is so weird. What kind of that is, bro, paranoia. What the heck?
really cool. You're making a veiled threat while treating me as a potential sex offender on a first date. How romantic.
It's actually really cool. Men love to talk about equality.
I'm gonna say this. And people are gonna hate me for it, but I'm gonna say this. Men are more romantic than women. We all know this. Men are more romantic than women. 100% more romantic. We're the ones paying for dinner. We're the ones asking out. We're the ones writing cringe poetry back in the day. We're the ones yearning more. We're the ones writing cringy romance stories. We're the ones preparing stuff. There is maybe it's time if the women are crying that there's no romance anymore. Maybe it's time for the women to be the romantics. How about that? Maybe it's about time. Maybe it's about time. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
But not the part where you have to send your locations to your friends and carry safety weapons in your purse just to go to dinner with you.
Come on then, place your bets. How long until the henpeck hand?
Because they're held to the beauty standards that men built and judged them by.
And there it is. Instant gratification.
Women built those beauty standards. We can tell this because when we look at what men find attractive and what women find attractive, men find women attractive with a higher body fat percentage, while women find women attractive with a lower body fat percentage. Girl pretty is girl pretty is a lot skinnier than guy pretty. So sorry, but that argument goes straight out of the window. Bullshit.
Smartphone apps and the superficial abundance of dating doom scrolling have completely rewired women's brains to the point where they've been round the block so many times they can no longer even feel genuine emotions.
I said I wouldn't talk about my dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously. Perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point, though, that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening. And I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad.
That is because you have absolutely obliterated the ability to pair bond. You have nuked the ability. She doesn't even feel anything, right? Not even gratitude. Nothing. She feels nothing. Like, if somebody invites me to eat, I'm gonna have, like, not even, she's not even having fun. You absolutely nuked your ability to pair bond. And now you're sitting in the car on the verge of tears. Of course we are. Romans make, from example, of men doing something nice for their women. Not that women can't be romantic, yet it's a rare in comparison. It is fairly rare in comparison. I agree, yeah. See, it's also that, like, not always you have to have something exciting going on. Like, just being in each other's presence can be enough. Like, dude, just, like, being on a Discord call, not even, just, like, being on a Discord call, watch a movie, nothing crazy, is, like, those are, and the most exciting thing that happened that day is, like, I don't know, what do I know? You had to sweep the floor, that's it. Like, they need dopamine hit after dopamine hit after dopamine hit. And if they don't have that, then it's kind of like... And also, like, if the guy isn't... What's the word? You know? The bad boy. Which there is science behind why women like the bad boy. And that's because they portray false characteristics of good men. But, what's the word? If there's like no emotional chaos, they can no longer get hooked.
Observe the stultifying impact of digital meat market driven hypergamy in all its haunting hideousness.
Because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people.
It is you. It is you. It is you. You've been with so many dudes that you lost the ability to feel anything for a man.
And I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl.
Why are you crying? Yes, you are another girl. Yes, you are. You are another girl. There is many more women out there. And to be fair, the men that you likely desire and the men that you likely go out with, they have multiple women that are exactly like you lined up. That's the thing. That is likely the thing. Truth be told, you are just a regular woman. And probably the problem is that you think that you are not. And that may also cause problems. Like, I'm just a regular dude. I'm not nothing special. You're just a regular woman. You're not special.
Like, I'm one of a million, and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all, because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there, but starting to really question if I...
Truth be told is that your person was out there, but you were stupid, and you either missed them for something that you thought was more important, or you had them, and you were still stupid. Don't stop crying. Get a therapist.
I even have it in me to find them anymore.
Female goes on yet another date and meets her own worst enemy. Herself.
I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and
also, I don't understand why people are recording themselves crying. Not only are they recording themselves crying, they're likely editing it and hitting upload. Yeah, do you think any person sees this and is like, this is a person in a state of like a person that is emotionally mature enough for a relationship that is supposed to end in marriage? Stop treating dating like a game. It's not a game. You are, in fact, supposed to look for your person, for the person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with, not just like try on people like they're some kind of clothes. You're not the Kardashians. You're not picking up a billion shoes. Stop it.
The hardship she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them, because I just don't have it in me. I thought I was safe and I thought I was done, and like having to do this again just feels like work every time I go on a date, and it feels like so...
That's because you're expecting that your knight in shining armor would appear, but that's not how things work. That's not how things work. Like this, like constant, like you're not, what's the word? You're not chasing a long-lasting, loving relationship. You're chasing the next dopamine hit, and then you're chasing the next one once the last one is fizzled out, and the next one, and the next one. It's like a continuous cycle. You're digging and digging and digging.
Her. She's literally rejected so many men. It's made her so numb that her innate basic ability to pair bond is totally fried. Saw a great video recently of a female counsellor explaining that she has lost track of the number of 25 to 35-year-old female patients who described their perfect man. And then when asked about the last 5 men she slept with, not a single one had the traits described.
It's like crazy, right? Like, I listen, like, to my mother, and I listen to my grandmother, and, like, general older people, and, like, how they had been, like, there was, like, this whole process of, like, courtship and stuff, and now it's like, oh, first date, let's fuck. Yeah, no surprise, idiot, that everything's messed up. Yeah, no surprise, no shit, Sherlock.
Ended things with a guy who wanted to marry me because I'm still hung up on a guy who only wanted me for sex.
Diabolically retarded.
How many bad boys do they need to plough through before realising this is a losing strategy? It's called...
I couldn't even read that. Hold up. I'm going to sleep because being a woman isn't easy. Imagine rejecting 50 men only to choose the wrong one again. What are the chances that one of the 50 men that she has been talking to, by the way, 50 men is diabolical. There's almost a guaranteed chance that you've slept with 50 dudes already. Your body count has absolutely destroyed your pair bond ability. Diabolical. Second of all, there is a good chance that in those 50 men, there was a man that would have like stayed with you, married you, build a family and future with you. But again, you're not chasing a relationship, you're chasing the next stop dopamine high.
It's called The Wall for a reason.
A 34-year-old woman is demanding her ex-boyfriend pay compensation, claiming he stole her childbearing years. After nearly a decade together, she says her 38-year-old ex ended things just as she was ready to start a family. She said she put her career and her goal.
Oh my fucking god. We are witnessing levels of retardation that I have not thought possible. You waited essentially ages for this until you could want to start a family. Till your mid-30s. I feel like it's not... How about you compensate the guy? How about you compensate the guy for taking the years that he wanted to have to start a family? You stole your own childbearing years. You know why? Because you would rather chase... You cannot get the 100% on both things. You choose. Either you go family or you go career. And you chose. You chose career. Now, don't complain. That is your own fault. Because I'm pretty sure if you said, like in your mid-20s, yo, let's have children, the guy would have had children with you. Sorry, that's your own fault. Too late.
On hold, believing they'd have kids, and now wants him to cover fertility treatments like egg freezing or IVF.
Yeah, no, fuck off.
She waited till she was 34 to start pressuring him about wanting kids, and only now is she worried about the eggs. Love, you left it too late by about 10 fucking years.
No eggs. No empty egg carton. You don't have any eggs.
You don't have any eggs. No eggs.
See if you can crack the case as to why this girl's having so many issues with dating.
I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like I'm just sitting there, like a magazine, going through like clothing. That's what it feels like. It's like, what is this?
Delete the fucking apps, please, for the love of God. Women, men, delete the apps. Nuke the apps. For women, the apps inflate your, like, they overwhelm you and they inflate your ego. For men, they're absolutely destroying your self-confidence. Stop, delete the things. Stop using the things. Bombard them. Give them, like, 1-star reviews. Obliterate them into the ground. Stop using them.
Dating stuff. What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's disgusting.
Seems like a total mystery.
I'm now sitting here at 25, having to figure out how the fuck to get back in these fucking streets so I can figure out... So 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still, with my daughter being an only child.
Cracked it. Vogue.
Okay. Cracked it. He's right, cracked it. She's a single mom.
Magazine is having a boyfriend embarrassing now.
Having a boyfriend is embarrassing, guys. Does that... I bet if you said having a girlfriend is embarrassing, you'd have, like, Banshee screaming at you. Oh, there's many reasons why having a girlfriend could be embarrassing when she has, for example, had an entire football team or entire soccer team, for those who don't call it football, or entire basketball team, whatever.
Women are obscuring their partner's face when they post, as if they want to erase the fact they exist.
What are women doing? So, let me get this straight. You want the validation of being in a relationship, but you don't want to show off that you are in a relationship. You don't want to show your partner. Okay, if you're that embarrassed of your partner that you essentially blur their face, I have questions. Why are you together, and why are you being a weirdo? What is wrong? Like, is it because, like, you don't want to seem like you're like, what's the word? Is it that you don't want to seem like you are, like, your partner is, like, your main personality trait? Is that what it is? Because other than that, I got no idea why you would do this.
Without actually not posting them, the result of women wanting to straddle two worlds. One where they can receive the social benefits of having a partner, but also not appear so boyfriend-obsessed that they come across quite culturally loserish. So they're basically telling young women they're pathetic losers if they commit to a loving relationship. But still, it must be men's fault.
Vogue just posted an article saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And I think for men, this is a wake-up call. To the
It's just now a wake-up call. We've had to wake up for years now at this point.
Smart, independent woman, good salary, nice place. We provide no benefit. We are no longer the priority. In fact, we're probably a burden to them.
Speak for yourself, simp. This is the kind of social engineering girls in their 20s lap up, then wonder where have all the good men gone when they hit 30. Imagine the amount of propaganda it took to convince women that waking up like this is oppressive, but waking up with a hangover and alone, or even worse, with a stranger isn't.
We know. You'd be shocked to find out how many feminists, like the big feminist names, when you look up what they said and what they believe, you would be shocked. Because they would make fun of you. They would be embarrassed of modern women. They would be incredibly embarrassed. Like, incredibly embarrassed. Feminists, first and second wave feminists, were still pro-family, when you look at what they actually said. Pro-family. They were anti-corn, which modern feminists are not, because, you know, modern feminism is, I make corn, so that's empowering, because I'm not independent from a man, but I depend on men's validation and money. Funnily enough, old feminists were also heavily anti-abortion, the more you know, which modern feminists are not. I find that very interesting.
Ironically, women have never been more secure or self-sufficient, and somehow that made dating harder, not easier. Women became men, and that made dating harder for...
Because now you're competing. Before, you had, like, designated roles now, right? You had, like, roles that you would need to take in life, right? As usual. For example, yeah, you had, like, husband and wife, and both had their roles, both had their duties, both needed to do, had their, like, what they needed to do. And now it's like both try to be husband, and that doesn't work. It's like you're in a family, and the son tries to also like you have a father and a son, and they both try to take the role of the man in the house. You will clash.
Women, who could have possibly predicted that? If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Yeah, I think women are fried. I think women are diabolically cooked to a level of no return. That's gonna be very interesting once I have sons. If I do have sons. Might all be daughters. Oh god, I fear that if I have daughters, I'm gonna fear of their life. Help. Anyways, yeah. For once, I'd say stay woke in these streets, not the political woke, the woke that keeps you safe from women that don't appreciate you. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.